Hey everybody, this is Chris Mahan again with another Car Talk video. As summertime approaches, you're going to have teens and young people in your house going crazy, and you're going to be looking for all kinds of things for them to do, from summer camps to stayovers to anything to keep them occupied. Also during the summertime, young people can become even more depressed or choose to depress, as Dr. William Glasser would say. So this is a perfect time of year to help your young people, your son, your daughter, your teenager, your young adult, kind of overcome some of this, summertime blues, summertime blah, you might want to call it. Here's the greatest way, and it doesn't require any money. How's that for a good thing, right? It's free. The best way that I have found to help young people with their social issues, anxiety issues, depression issues, fear of, different situational issues, you name it, this is a great way to get around it. It's called volunteering. Simple. It's a very, very simple thing. And here's why this is so great. Volunteering actually helps the person because they see that their life isn't really as bad as they claim it to be. When they're working with other people that are truly in a bad situation, a homeless situation, a hunger situation, a bad family situation, maybe someone has had a recent family fire in the house, and so they're kind of in between shelters. You help them. Maybe you take food to a food bank or go work at a local food bank so your son or daughter can see that, it's really not that easy to just go to a refrigerator and pull out food. And, some people don't have that. When people volunteer, old people, young people, teenagers, it absolutely changes the way that they think. When you're helping someone and feeling good about doing so, your brain explodes with activity. You begin to realize that your life isn't all that bad. You also feel really good about the fact that you're helping someone else in a very real bad situation. Okay? The first time I ever experienced this, I was 13 years old. My stepfather, who worked for Hush Puppy Shoes up in Rockford, Michigan, came home and said, I got all these extra turkeys. I can't remember if it had to have been Christmas because there was snow all over the place. It was in Michigan. And my mom said, well, what are we going to do with them all? He said, we're going to collect food, and he said, I want you to find a bunch of local families that need it, and we're going to take it to them. Now, back in the early 80s, late 70s when this took place, it was a little difficult to find families that, actually it was early 80s, I was 13. So it was kind of hard to find families that needed help. They were out there, but the resources to find them, whether through a church or social group, a community group, they really didn't release the information. It was kind of hard. So my mom had to really do some research and digging to find out who needs this food. Who can we help? She finally found a family list, and I think it was through a local church. We put the family list together. We boxed up all the canned goods. We boxed up all the frozen pies. Now, my family bought all this extra food outside of the meat, and my mom was kind of freaking out a little bit because it was right at Christmas time, and we're buying all this extra food. And my stepdad said, no, we're going to do it. We're doing this. So we got the list together. I'll never forget this. It was a beautiful sunny day, not too cold. And we started knocking on people's doors with boxes of food. Now, if you've never done this, it's pretty amazing when they come to the door and you just simply say, here's your Christmas dinner. And they have no idea why you're there or who you are, but you're bringing them food. You don't judge them. You don't tell them you're trying to, make their life better or whatnot. You just say, here. It's just the right thing to do. And there was one family, I'll never forget it. It was a young mom with 2 boys. We went into her house and there was no heat. there was no heat, and I felt bad. I said, oh my gosh, okay, how's she going to cook this turkey? How's she going to make this dinner? And my mom came back in and she said, can you cook all this? And she said, I can't cook it here, but I can cook it at, I think it was a friend's house or something. And as we were kind of conversing, my mom was talking to this young mother. I'm looking around, and these two boys, they couldn't have been more than probably 7 and 9, and right in there, young, didn't have a whole lot. Their house was freezing. This is in Michigan in the middle of winter, and it was so cold. Another house was just full of people because they all had to stay in one house, and we weren't sure if we had enough food for all of them. When we went home that night, I never told my mom this, or my stepdad, who's passed away now. But that one day of just going out and doing something for people that I had no idea who they are, what their situation is. They were all adults. I was a 13-year-old teenager. That one day changed so much in me in terms of how I look at the world and other people and their situations. Since then, my wife Dee and I have been working with multiple volunteer organizations throughout the years. We get our boys involved. We've created basketball programs for young people. We've cooked and helped cook dinner for literally hundreds of people on Thanksgiving and delivered it to them. It sounds like a lot, but it really isn't. It really is just a small drop in the bucket. So this summer, get your son or daughter involved in volunteering. You go volunteer with them. You'll be glad you did. It'll change your relationship with your son and daughter. They will begin to see their own situation differently, their own life differently. And it's something that you as a family will really enjoy. I promise you. My name is Chris Mahan. You can find me right here on YouTube or email me at leadyourteen@gmail.com, and let's talk about all your volunteering experiences. Have a great day. God bless. Sorry about that. God bless. Hug your family. Thank you very much.